I'm hoping that, unlike the previous episode, this one does not become cursed. Yeah, it happens every now and again where like things just go wrong during an episode that are out of my hands, and you know, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. But it's so infrequent that I can always name that one episode the cursed episode of the series. I think I have like 2 cursed Terraria episodes out of all of the Terraria stuff that I've done. And now I have a cursed Dragon Age Veilguard episode as well. It's good stuff. What are they talking about?
No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Belara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Belara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
I really like her positivity, and I like that Emmerich is feeding into that.
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Belara for elven magic expertise.
And she knows big words.
She came right in and started talking about interstitial resonance and stuff?
Yes, not everyone who's self-taught bothers with complex theory.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
Are you sure?
You don't seem that certain.
Well, when you're in the Fade, there's no sun or moon. So I tend to lose track of time. Just a little bit.
So, you sleep more regularly outside the Fade?
Well, sometimes. Maybe. But we're in Solus's old home. There's so much to learn.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Look, I'm actually with him. Rested minds think better.
That knowledge isn't going anywhere. Relax a little. Get some rest. You'll feel better and work better.
Right. I'm not great at that. Relaxing, I mean, I think to myself, what if I do it wrong? Then it's 3 hours later and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
With what? Relaxing?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises, the ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax right away. But first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Ooh, they both approve. Glad they approve. That actually resonates with me quite a lot. Because, personally, over the last few weeks, I've been, I mean, ever since the start of January, when the kids went back to school, I've been the one getting up in the morning, taking them to school, and then I work all day. I work like, and I've been intentionally taking Saturday and Sunday off. So I'm getting 2 days off, which is really nice. But Monday through Friday, I've been working 9 to 10 hour days. And it's been working pretty well for me. But that first 2 weeks, there was such mind fog in the beginning because I don't like getting up early. I'm a night owl, and I can relate with Belara on that one. With, you know, she's just so excited about something, she just wants to keep working on it. However, I also can relate about the whole like not knowing how to relax thing, because I've been getting to the end of my 9-10 hour days, and all I want to do is like sit down and play something or just watch something. So for example, the Diablo 4 season launched this last week, and I've been dying to get in and play it. But you know what happens is I finish my day, I get to the part where I can sit down and relax, and I try to jump into the game, and then I actually end up feeling guilty for playing the game instead of just doing more work. It's like, well, if the work is right there, I could just do that. It's been this weird thing to to try to fix. It's like, I should be able to play games just fine. This has not been an issue in the past for me, but yeah, having to work through that. So it's interesting that they just had that conversation on a night that I was literally just thinking about that last night, you know? Thank you for your notes, Balara. You've discovered fascinating things about these artifacts. Emmerich. Thanks, Professor. I wish I knew more about the lighthouse itself. The ancient elves crafted a lot of places right inside the Fade, but this one's so calm. You really think it likes company? Balara. Yes, from the way the etheric flow bends to the pulse of this place, the lighthouse is shielding us from the stronger currents. Without it, we'd attract a dangerous company in the Fade. Did Solus build this place himself? How old is it? So many mysteries. Speaking of which, wherever did this stain come from? Sorry, coffee spilled when an artifact went off. Let us begin a fresh page. I like her. She seems very genuine. It's not like she's sitting there hiding something, you know, and I think that's important for a likable character, is you don't feel like there's necessarily something that's missing from them. I'm so excited for this, by the way. I was thinking about this all last night while I was getting ready to go to bed. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see what this next part is.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
I was right!
Why should I was right! Tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
It was her. I freaking nailed it when I called it. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Yes.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
But when?
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
He loved and blamed her. Yeah.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault, and hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
He's wrong, but not evil. I think that's what I would say.
Solus has caused a lot of damage, but he's not like Elgernon, trying to wreck the world to rule it. He's trying to repair the damage he caused, and he knows he's made mistakes. There might be hope for him.
You don't think he'll turn on us?
No, I think he will.
Oh, no, he's totally going to turn on us.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost.
Almost? How can there be more?
Am I Rook?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Oh my goodness, if it's Flemeth. If it is Flemeth, I'm gonna lose my mind. Also, let's just put it out there. Just be very clear about this. I think when I roleplay my characters, I'm just so in tune with them that I just say what they say. This happens in like almost every RPG. Like we get to like halfway point in the game and I just quote them before they even say what they're gonna say. Joking, of course, but it happens very often, doesn't it? All right, and who said something wanted to do something, right? Did he not just say that someone's here? Oh my goodness, I gotta go look at that. I gotta go look at the thing. I just need to confirm it. I just need to stare at it and confirm it. Look at that. That is Flemeth. I was right. Mythal is Flemeth. So Solus killed her. When? I remember, actually, you know what? I still may have the thing open on my phone. I do. I still have the Dragon Age wiki tab that I was looking at the last time that we were doing this. So Flemeth, also known as Asha Belinar, which quotes to the woman of many years by the Dalish and mother of vengeance by the Chastened, the human tribe. It's totally her, right? So that explains a lot. It explains how she just became a dragon in Dragon Age 2. Man, it all ties together. It all ties together in such a cool freaking way. I'm totally in on this. This is amazing. Hello, guys? Okay. Let's quickly... Oh, I already did that last episode, didn't I?
Seems our work's going to overlap.
So what I need to do, I guess, is come back here at a different time. But he's just like being like, hey, someone wants to meet with you. What does that mean? I guess we go here to Regrets of the Dreadwolf. Let's go Davrin. Well, Bell and Davrin. There we go. I would bring Emmerich, but, you know, I gotta bring the crew. Although it'd be nice to have Emmerich around. He's got like a perspective that we haven't gotten with the rest of our companions. I actually appreciate that quite a lot. What's that? Meet Morrigan, okay. Is she gonna be like, yo, Flemeth is totally Mythal, and I didn't see that until many, many years too late.
Well met, Rook.
Oh, she's so cool. But she's kind of got the thing going on. Wait, has she become?
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways.
Is she Mythal now?
When I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of
Am I
Solus's
right?
past?
Has she become
Think
Mythal?
upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later
I'm
to
so
aid the
right.
Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Is it because okay, so Flemeth in Dragon Age Origins had Morrigan around because she was like the next vessel, the next mortal vessel for her to go into, essentially. But we struck her down, and that didn't happen. And then in Dragon Age 2, we see her. Obviously, things didn't work quite the way that we thought they did in Dragon Age Origins, so things changed. But is this now become the thing? Is Morrigan now become Mythal? Something about spirits?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good.
So she just becomes a spirit again.
Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel.
Yeah.
Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Oh! Mythal? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. We just had all of these conversations about Solus's past, and the conclusion that Rook came to, along with Bellara and many of the other characters there, like Davrin, was that, man, Solus should have told Mythal no, but it was kind of her fault from the beginning. So, Mythal, who ruined everything?
Hold on. If you're really Mythal, the elves making bodies out of the Titans, the Blight, Solus, and the Veil, that was your fault.
Am I now responsible for the events Mythal set in motion thousands of years before my birth?
You sure don't have any problem claiming her name.
Would you have realized had you not observed Solus's memories? I think not.
Well, I think I could have come to that conclusion if I pieced it together.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
Okay.
What are you, then?
She's a vessel.
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal.
Mind blown.
What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
Yeah. Let's just go down the list.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Okay.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
Okay.
All right.
You know what? Morrigan has always been a character that you kind of you put your faith in and your trust in, but you know that she's gonna stab you in the back, right? So you're always prepared for that. So when she does, you're already on the defensive posture. You're already ready for it, and then you can counter it. I'm not getting that here, right? I'm not getting that she's gonna stab me in the back. I'm getting the she genuinely is trying to help this situation. That's what it feels like.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Sounds incredibly weird.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
Ah, that explains why she's just kind of like, seems to have an insane amount of omnipresence, or omniscience, rather.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
Why didn't she help the elves?
The fall of our civilization, the wars, everything elves went through. Where was Mythal for us then?
After the god's betrayal, she was a shadow of her former self, bereft of her power, slowly regaining her strength over the centuries. So she aided the elves as she could, speaking in dreams and offering counsel that ended blights and prevented wars.
At least now we know. You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Wow, what a loaded question. What do you?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that.
Wow.
Even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Okay, that's a clear, she's making it very clear that this is not something she's gonna do. Cool. Trapped, I feel sorry for him. He's trying to help. He's a self-pitying monster. He's torn, but doesn't know it. What do I think of him? What does our Rook think of him? I mean, he's this guy who was a spirit who, for lack of a better term, was enamored by Mythal and made bad decisions because of that, agreed to do things with her even though he knew that it was not the right thing to do. Because of that led to a series of actions that he could not undo, and he feels very sorrowful about those things. He feels ashamed of those things, and yet he still, in trying to make things right, makes the wrong decisions. I mean, he wants to make things right. He just doesn't do it in a way that isn't not self-appeasing, I think he's torn, but doesn't know it.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction. A belief that only he may halt what he set in motion.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Right. Not alarming at all.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Okay. There are 2 Mythals?
Another fragment of Mythal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until I survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god.
Oh, goody.
She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Ghilanane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
Why you gotta say it like that? Any suggestions?
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity.
Okay.
She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Okay. Could you talk to her?
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Ah, I get it.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Okay, I being able to go and fight her, I don't think that's a... I don't know if we're going to be ready for that. Although they did just patch the game a couple days ago or yesterday or something like that. Maybe it was yesterday after I was done recording. I think that's what it was. Where they put it up. They did a thing where now, you know, where it says like the level requirement. It has like a suggested thing for all things, for all quests that you get at a lower level. So maybe it'll say that here.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
Well, that was just the most fascinating encounter we've had in Dragon Age. Okay, well, we learned a lot there. That was a big... Ooh, we just got caretaker power, too. That was a big old chunk of lore, wasn't it? Okay, so that's going to lead me off over here. Recommended level 5 to 40. I have a feeling that might be just out of our reach. Okay. But that's fine, because we have other things that we need to do as well. I mean, that's like by far more interesting than the actual main story of the game. And that is what I would love to go do more of, is that thing. But we do have a bunch of other side things to do. We definitely have the Pinnacle of Its Kind quest, right? So we got to go kill those demons or whatever they are. I kind of feel like... Let's head to Docktown real quick. For two reasons. One, I'm going to go sell my stuff. And two, I'm going to look and see what the Sleepless Spirit, what level it is. Because if I can do that here and just get it done and out of the way, it's probably what we'll do.
Get the new supplies, will we?
Okay, sell valuables. Oh, I thought I was going to have more than that. All right, that's fine. I just want to upgrade it as soon as possible. All right, what do we got here? That's not where we're looking. This one. 10 to 40. Oh. Yeah. That chest. Wasn't there a way to get that chest that I'm totally forgetting about? Same with that one there. There's definitely things in these chests that I was able to try and do before. Is it up a level? It is. Let's go see if I can get into that one first. And then we'll go check out this spirit, I guess. Which way is it? Up this way? Yeah. I'm starting to remember. Oh, right. Yeah, I can do this with... what just happened? Why did he just fall off the ladder? That was really weird. A bug or something? That was really weird. It's a bomb thing that I have to set off with Tash, isn't it? I believe that was the case. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Boom. Cool. Okay, so we can get into some of these now. Oh, Sesame. Scepter of Shadows. It's funny how it's still not as good as what she has. Unfortunate. But hey, we got that chest. Which actually means we only have like 1 or 2 chests remaining, right? Oh, and then this opens up to here. Okay, cool. So now we got like a quick way to travel between those 2 spots. That's nice. There is a chest there. It is like, wait, oh, right. That was another one, wasn't it? I'm not crazy. Wait, can I get over there from here? I guess I have to go back in here, right? But isn't that another one of those doors with the Tash's power? I'm like vaguely remembering that. Or no, it was this thing, wasn't it? It was the spirit thing. And I couldn't quite figure out how to open it. There's a locked door there.
So how different was life outside your clan?
I started to see what I took for granted. I missed the food.
They didn't have any where you went?
Dalish food. You don't appreciate hollow milk till you don't have any. Butter, too. Nothing like it in Thedas.
What about the people?
I miss the sense of a common purpose. A clan acting as one. Everywhere else, people were in it for themselves. It's a reason I joined the Grey Wardens. Guess I needed that purpose again. A shared fight.
Yeah, there was definitely something with like a spirit there. Or something. There was something to open that door that I'm not remembering what it was. Although, we have this little path over here that I have not taken. I may as well go do that real quick. And I think that takes me back over to the other area. And you know what? If it unlocks a fast travel between the two areas, I'd rather do it now before I quick travel. Because I'm going to quick travel anyways. So I'd rather get that done. Yeah. I'm remembering this. Okay, so we'll zip line across. Which I think was not working the opposite direction when we came past here the first time. All right, let's take a quick look at our map. There's nothing left over here. There was, oh, that's a hole. I was like, why is there like a mirror? It's not, it's a hole. Don't mark that one. There's this chest over here, which I can't get. Why? I wonder if that's on a different level. No. Seriously, hasn't anybody in this area like moved in yet to get rid of these spirits? Kind of ridiculous. Oh, I totally missed. That's embarrassing. There we go. His turn. Can't move my mouse fast enough. I have the sensitivity so low. Alright, it was this way, right? Yeah. And then it shows down below there. Okay, how do I get down below there? No, go away, Venatori. I don't care about you guys. Just like literally running away. You're not worth the 50 XP or whatever that I'll get. Is it down there? There's a door there I haven't been able to get into. Is that what it is? Probably. How the heck do I get in there? Can I get through this door? No. But I could go up that way. Unmark. This is the correct level, but it seems like to get in there I'm missing things. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go check this demon, I suppose. And see if I'm even able to kill this thing. This will determine like the next episode or two. If I can kill this thing here, then I'll go do the other one and then go over to the area we haven't gone yet. Oh, we should also do the crossroads thing and see if we can actually kill Mythal. Or the fragment of Mythal, rather. Yowl.
Nice one.
Thanks. She's just so positive. Oh, that little swirly thing around me. Isn't that the resistance after I throw my turret down? I think that's what that is. Right, is this thing down here? Yes, it is. Didn't I fight here before? Wasn't this an area of a boss fight? Like early in the game? I believe it was. Okay. I don't see anything here though. Ooh, some stuff. Potion. Is there like... is there a way to summon this thing? Track it. All right, we got like a area here. Oh, there we go.
There's something over there.
All right, what is it? Is it a big old demon? It's a formless one.
Disturb my sleep. Now you interrupt my journey in the waking world.
Yeah, that's the point.
Trap demon in.
That's who it is. Put this down here. Throw this down. Shoot him in the head. Hit my rune. Definitely kill all the little demons first, right? Like this. Oh, where did it go? It's fine, we'll shoot this one in the head. Or you know what is a great idea? Is to go ahead and do taunt. Throw that down. Oh, that was a cool little move, huh? Did the stagger, and then I did the... whatchamacallit? Okay, can I hit these guys with weekend? 21 seconds, oh my goodness, okay. The explosion ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Alright, hit this. Hit my ultimate. Now, I'm trying to kill the demons around you. Go away. Not helping me out here. Alright, that guy's dead. This one's turned. Boom. Okay, now we can focus on the last boy. He's gone. Alright, demon time. Can't hit him when he's spinning like that. This. Please taunt. Oh, also, attack my target, right? Yeah, attack this target. Attack this target. Wait, can I do both? Yeah, both companions. Attack that target. That was like that cool thing. They have bonuses. Yeah, knock him over. Hit him in the armpit. Hit him with my arrows. Oh man, we're destroying this guy. We can totally do the other one then. Well, let's run away from that. Cool, let's go ahead and... he's got 6 seconds left. Alright. Throw that down there. Let's do this and that. Blow him up. This is it. Whoa. Shoot him in the head. Nice. Bow upgrade. Pretty good.
Demon knew us. It sounded exactly like the one trapped behind that sealed door in the necropolis.
Well, duh, that's what we're doing.
The note I found said we had to defeat lesser demons before we could reach the ones sealed away. But maybe it was wrong and they're all the same demon.
Oh, fragments maybe. Theming that spans multiple quest lines. Cool. Well, then I guess we're going to go to Arlithan now that we know that we can actually do it. Why is it not going? There it goes. That'll be fun. Get that done. But then we have to go to the new zone that we haven't gone to yet after we hit up the crossroads and try to kill the fragment of Mythal. All right, so then what are our options here? So that's the haunting. That's where the demon is. Cool. I mean, the demon was not difficult. Did I level up? I'm getting really close. I just want to get to level 30. I'm so close to getting to level 30 to get that stuff. But so close and so far at the same time. Why's that? There it goes. I don't think I looked at that before. From Ireland's Journal. Who's this Morrigan? Who's that Pokemon? Strife brought in a mage named Morrigan. They have some kind of history. I don't care much for her. This is our forest. We've been defending it, and now she wanders in like she rules Arlithan? After I wrote that, I asked about her. Morrigan may be uppity, but I guess anyone with her family would be. They say her mother was Flemeth, a legendary witch of the wilds that we still tell tales about. She has a bunch of witch daughters all over the place. Some say Flemeth was immortal, so I don't know what that makes Morrigan. Scary, I guess. They say Morrigan's an incredibly dangerous mage, that she's into blood magic. She's a shapeshifter. She can turn into a dragon. She was advisor to the Inquisition, and she's had more lovers than trees in the forest. She wanders the world being mysterious, popping up whenever it suits her fancy. I don't know what's truth or not, but I'm watching my back around here. So, in our Dragon Age Origins playthrough, did we do... I think we did. I think we did the baby thing with her.
These things
and
keep popping up.
That makes me wonder if we did the baby thing with her. I don't know why I'm putting it that way. Does that mean that her child, I believe that is the case, right? Because we had the child in Inquisition that we met. Does that mean Morrigan's child is yet another fragment of Flemeth, but this time empowered by the Blight itself? Because the one she had a child with was a Grey Warden, and the Grey Wardens have the Blight in their blood, right? And that means that this could be very bad. Just putting those pieces together in my head. This could be very bad.